No, James likes double 12.
There's
the proof. And sometimes you need a bit of luck, and he got it there. Too much juice in that double 4 shot. But Kyle can take solace knowing that that was a hold of throw for James, not a break. So he still has a break in his favour.
He does, but the longer it goes on, where James Wade, an underperforming James Wade, is allowed to keep in touch with Kyle Anderson, the more dangerous it gets, because we know what Wade is capable of doing. 180 number 2 for Kyle Anderson. And I did say at the start of this one, the most concerning thing from where I'm standing with James Wade is that he's losing some close games, where close games is usually, that's James Wade's forte. He loves getting in a battle, he loves getting in a scrap. Doesn't matter if it's 100 average or an 80 average. He'll just average one more than you and just do enough.
100.
But that's not been happening so much of late.
So he knows how to win ugly when he's playing usual James Wade seasons. But when he loses that string to his bow, things get a little bit chaotic.
Well, it gets very difficult. He's not a player who usually smashes people up all over the board. He does tend to win by odd legs here and there.
41.
It's the 41, but it will leave him 80. Should guarantee him a dart at tops minimum. Although, to be honest, double top has not been Kyle Anderson's friend so far in this game.
85. Kyle, you require 80.
I don't think you should go tops. There you go, single 20 tops now. Guarantees a shot at a double. Oh, there's one of them. All right, he does like double 10 though.
70.
Well,
not this time.
Well, Kyle Anderson has had, I think, something like 7 darts at double top, and he's missed it, and then he's hit it accidentally there. And he's made it a little bit awkward because double 5 is right next to it, and you don't want to miss inside.
89.
That is
Kyle, you require
a little way off the target that he was aiming for, James Wade. He may only get 1 dart at a double if he's allowed back to the board. But for 4-2, Kyle Anderson does pin double 5.
7 James to throw first. Game on.
I think James was going for treble 12 there, wasn't he? Leave tops. Normal circumstances, you would think, it's all right, James has got a hold on this situation, he knows what to do. Right now, Kyle's got to be licking his chops, thinking, I can do this. This helps.
Certainly does. 180 number 3. They've come in the last 4 legs for Kyle Anderson. And he was already outscoring James Wade. Now, he is really turning 55. The screw.
I've got to be honest as well, I watched the World Cup last week with Australians unfortunately being eliminated to Russia. Well played at the Russians though, they were very good.
57.
But Kyle looked a bit off to me, he just didn't seem too confident. And obviously Simon Whitlock's injury didn't help. But I was worried about what Kyle was doing. I thought maybe he's lost a bit of confidence, a bit of
57.
Bit of get up and go. But I tell you what, this week he's a different animal. He played well last night and he's playing better today.
I mean, he is the beneficiary of quite frankly, one of the poorest displays I've seen from James Wade in a long while. I mean,
24.
That is not the stats you would expect to see next to what, the world number 6.
I'll tell you what, if he wins this match with a 74 average, I'll eat my notepad.
Hey, look,
60.
James Wade can win games with any average, but 74 is extremely hard to win a game of darts.
That's going too far.
Yeah. I have to say, I've got huge respect for Kyle Anderson. He's uprooted himself and come all the way around the world.
100.
His family is back home in Australia. He's got, his wife, his little lad TJ, we wanted to say hello to, or for us to say hello to. And it's heartbreaking hearing him talk about how much he misses them and how long he's away. And it is very difficult if you've got that going on in the background. We're talking about James Wade and his struggles in his personal life. Kyle Anderson has had some real tough stuff to deal with. And to be able to go up there and play your best with all that going on, it is very
60.
Difficult, and I think it's testament to him as a character that he's been able to work his way up the rankings and give himself these opportunities to potentially make some serious money out of darts. That needed to be in the treble 20 for Wade to get a dart for the leg, and it means that Kyle Anderson once again is looking at 80 to break the throw.
65.
What's he going to do this time?
80.
Well, he hit tops last time. Why not go tops?
He's looking high.
No, double 10. And there it is. That is finally a nice clean kill around the tops and tens area.
Well, there's a finish that his family will be very proud of. Clean, crisp, precise, brilliant. And I know his brother Bo watches all of his games back in Western Australia. Bo, a fantastic player in his own right.
96.
Kyle actually says that Bo's better than he is, which is very honest. But I tell you what would really help Kyle just feel a lot better about being in Europe. I reckon if his brother was here with him, doing it with him on the road. But you know, they've got their family as well, and Bo's back there doing his thing.
It is tough life on the road as a dart player. Don't get me wrong, let alone all the officials and everybody around it. But you know, when you're doing it the other side of the world, it's very, very tough for these guys, and it's difficult to perform at your best in any job when you're struggling with things. But to be able to do it in top-level professional sport, where every 0.5%, you can't just phone in a performance and expect to get results. You've got to be at your best every game because you've got to win money. And Kyle Anderson is still here trying to prove himself as a top dart.
Well, look at Corey Cadby. He wasn't willing to make the jump this year. He didn't want to sacrifice his time with his family yet. He may well do in the future. But Kyle Anderson, all of a sudden, on double 19, number 10 seed, defending champion, could be on his way through the black curtain and out this championship.
Well, I'm sure he'll split this one. Maybe not. He's going straight at it. Well, 3 for double 8. Double 8 for Kyle Anderson. The defending champion, James Wade, has been knocked out here in Hamburg. He will not retain his title at the Happy Bet European Darts match play. The Australian Kyle Anderson, a 6-2 winner. He is through to face either Stephen Bunting or Jelle Klaasen tomorrow afternoon for a place in the quarterfinals. I have to say, I am struggling to think of a more low-key performance from a defending champion on the European Tour. James Wade said something is missing from his game. It certainly looked it from his performance here in Hamburg this evening. But Kyle Anderson through to the final day of a European Tour, and could he go on and be the latest new winner in the PDC? We will find out tomorrow when he returns to action to face Bunting or Klaasen. We're going to find out which one of those two it will be he faces, because they're up next. It is the Cobra versus the Bullet in a battle of the former Lakeside World Champions.
Ein paar Geschenke für einen kleinen Mann da vorne. Applaus für The Machine, James Wade, auch wenn es heute nicht so lief. Schön, dass hier mit dabei war. Kyle, congratulations. Even though we know James can play better, but it's a good win. It's against the number 5 in the world.
Like I said yesterday, it was all about doubles, and unfortunately James didn't hit his doubles today. I scored well in some shots, and I did miss some doubles as well, but unfortunately, as I say, James didn't pick up on my missed doubles.
When you were younger, Kyle, was there an idol? Was there a person, a player, you always thought, okay, I would love to play like him?
Probably the one would have been John Lowe, but John Lowe's pretty gone now. He's not playing on tour or anything like that, so I've met John Lowe, I've met Bob Anderson, so it's just a matter of what I can do. I can't think of anybody else now. It's just I'm here doing my job and I've got to play darts.
Yeah. And we see you tomorrow again. That's cool. Thank you very much. Kyle Anderson. Sagt John Lowe, Bob Anderson, das waren so zwei, die ihn als jungen